Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to our 15th episode of Jays and Grays. I'm Dave Hellum. I got my man Eli in the building.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday, April 1st, and this ain't no April Fool's. We really here, really live.
Right. I'm so sick of these goddamn stories about Black Panther 2 and all this other shit. Like, none of this shit real, man.
I haven't been on Facebook that much today to even see any corny ass April Fool's posts, and I'm so glad that I've missed it.
I gotta pay rent, and I ain't got time for April Fools. Like it's the first of the month. It's the first of the month. So catch your text and come on. I cannot believe that song was about welfare back in the day, but we here, we having a good time.
Yeah,
and we had a fucking great time last week in Chicago, bro.
We did.
That live podcast was off the chain.
Yeah, man, it was good. It was good to see you, man. I hadn't seen you probably it's been
when's the last time I saw you?
A year. Yeah, I didn't see you 2020
at all.
I don't think I did.
You know what?
I was trying to go out there. I was trying to go out there at the top of January, but then when y'all hit that lockdown, I'm like, nah, I'm not about to be going out there. That shit out
See, and I feel like I've seen you every week because we've been on the Zoom, but I haven't seen you in a minute, man. But that's right. That's crazy. No, I take that back. I saw you in July because I know we were at North Bar, and remember them two random white girls came in, and we was just talking to them at the bar. And
was that last year?
That was 2020. That was July. When I was here to run my hour before my taping.
Oh yeah, no. I think I was out of town.
No, that was October. You were in Atlanta. You were out of town. But I have pictures with the white girls. I have evidence at the bar with Jim from North Bar. But
being innocent and not doing anything wrong.
Oh, we weren't doing shit. We were just talking to the white girl, and then she came to the show on that Friday night. But I wanted to say this, man. That live podcast was all about Chicago comedy, and it featured you, Marvin Phipps, aka M Dubs, the former host of Jokes and Notes, and Avi Sanchez, and that shit was just so good and funny. If you did not see last week's episode, go back and stream it on the Jays and Grays page.
Yes, I appreciate the conversation, and then it just felt good, man, to be on stage, doing what we love to do afterwards, man, and just kind of giving people a little bit of background about the scene and just how we kind of came up. It's pretty dope, man. I think
people don't know like how far me and you go back. Like they kind of know, but before I was like on your couch and that stuff, like we would just be out kicking it, doing comedy 12 years ago, you know what I'm saying? Just having a good ass time. So like we had these journeys, even though I'm in LA right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm in a whole different city, and you're in Chicago, like we still maintain that bond.
Yeah. And
I still think like Chicago comedy is the greatest comedy scene in the country. And people be like, why you love Chicago so much? I'm like, because you're not from here, you don't understand how dope.
It's just one of them things. Like I have a love-hate relationship with this city. I get so annoyed and like I'm leaving, and then as soon as I leave, go like out of town, for
like to Atlanta,
4 or 5 days. Yeah, I'll be ready.
Because I saw your post and you were like, I'm gonna come back. What was going on in Atlanta that was making you like so mad?
I mean, I haven't, I was in Atlanta in October for a week, but this time I was like out and about in the city. I went to the club one night after our event, and like I said, man, it was like a Boondocks episode. The level of ratchicity. I don't even know if I'm saying.
Did you say what spot you was at?
Club, Cafe Circle. It was cool.
That's on like Edgewood.
Yeah. Like I don't know if that's on Edgewood or not. Don't get me wrong.
No. I used to live in Atlanta. That's like East Atlanta, right? Like on
it wasn't East Atlanta. But I mean, Yeah, it's close to like Midtown or
Yeah.
downtown. It wasn't that far away from there. But either way, I mean, they showed love. Like I rock with Atlanta. Atlanta rock with Chummee's pretty tough. And but it was just more like, and you know what? Maybe it's just me. I'm just getting a little older, a little bit
Yeah.
more chill. You know what I'm saying? So this the world around it is getting us a little bit more.
But what level of niggardry did you see that you were like, you know what? I cannot be here.
The outfits, the wigs, the actions. You know what I'm saying? Just yeah. But here's the thing though.
Was it like Baps?
It was worse. But but I'm gonna say this though. I will say this. One thing I have noticed about Atlanta, because Atlanta's predominantly black, and
right.
And Chicago is a large percentage of black people. I think it's 30% black people here in Chicago. I'll tell you this: the hospitality was still there. It was somebody that looked like they'll rob you, but they'll hold the door open for you.
So they was like gangster but sweet.
I'm not gonna call them sweet. They was just polite. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm sorry. It was a man. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
gangster but polite.
Yeah, they would speak. Doing business. People support each other's business down there. I could be around like 30 niggas in Atlanta and something may pop off. But if I'm around 30 niggas in Chicago, something for sure gonna pop off. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was pretty cool though, man. Overall, like I still got love for the A. You know what I'm saying? I've been to the A like 100 million times. It was right up the street when I was in college from TSU in Nashville. It was just I hadn't really kicked it down there in a while.
Yeah.
It's a little different. You know what I mean? It's not a spot that I would kick it at today. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
But back to last Friday, man. It was just a real good vibe seeing you all together on the podcast talking about Chicago shit. And the show was bananas. Even though I had 2 cancellations, and people don't understand how stressful it is to be a producer for these shows because you got to like make sure people here on time. And I had 2 people who called me. One person who I didn't tell you about, they said that they got into a car accident and their knee hurt, and that wasn't even somebody who I told you about. And I was like, oh, okay, all right.
I mean, hey, bro, it's just this is still a business. It's not a game.
It's a fucking business, bro.
You know what I mean? So it's like the level of professionalism is taken more serious, especially as you get older and you get more immersed in this, because we put a lot of time, effort into building our brand and money.
What up,
and
Tiffany?
when you feel like people don't really respect that, man, you like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Just me, I was like, I'd be done with it. Ain't no, oh, come on, man. Well, no, come on, nothing. Time is money, and you don't get time back.
Structure. Eli is the structure lord. Structure.
Man, I'm a businessman before anything. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that. So,
but this is why Chicago is so dope, bro. Even though I had 2 cancellations, we had guest stars come through. We had T Murph come through, Calvin Evans came through, Taquita Love came through, but she came through too late. She couldn't get on stage. But
yeah,
that night was so fun, James. Like I know you left early.
Yeah, I had to work. I'm sad I missed it, dude.
I didn't leave the bar that night till 4 a.m.
I bet.
And despite a lot of people who hasn't really been on stage that much, everybody still seemed pretty polished. What they said,
except me.
And you did good, man. Too hard on yourself.
I was like, I don't care. Okay, I'm here to kick it. We're gonna watch my episode of Ravens Home on the TV. We're gonna drink all this whiskey and have a good ass time, man. That night was magical, bro. Like everybody was just walking around smiling.
Yeah, it was cool.
I don't remember your set at all that night. That's how drunk I was. I was just there having a good time.
I got some feedback from some of the people who came to the show, but they said it was a good show. She thought everybody was funny.
That's good, man.
Yeah,
I'm not coming back to Chicago for a long time. Because it drains. I age so much in them 4 days.
The summertime is right around the corner. It's right around the corner. So,
but do you think we're gonna be open like that? Like I know I'm getting vaccinated tomorrow. I am a word now that I learned today. I'm what they call a vaxhole. I'm an asshole that's bragging about being vaccinated. So tomorrow at 12:30, I will be at CVS in LA getting my first shot. Will you, Eli?
Good for you, Dave.
Will you? Will you?
I think I'm scheduling my vaccination for December 32nd.
Okay. You know what? What will it take for you to get this shit, bro?
Nothing. I'm not getting it. If they say you can't travel no more, well, shit, I'm about to get real comfortable where I'm at.
You can't go to no. They say you can't go to no block parties at the Silver Room, like none of that shit in Chicago.
Mm-hmm. Nope. I'm about to purchase me some land, breed me some Rottweilers, get me a pond, dug out, stock it with fish, live that country lifestyle.
Well, I'm gonna see you at the football. Actually, I'm gonna see James somewhere at the comedy show soon.
Yeah, I'll be there.
We're gonna move to that point in time where they're gonna scan you, and they're gonna see that you don't have the green dot. Your shit gonna be red. Like, boop, boop,
And
boop,
I'm
boop,
like,
boop,
all right, well, y'all have fun. I'm out of here. Peace. Y'all be safe. Y'all be blessed. I'm out.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
So that's not gonna change. But my point is that every night I was in Chicago, we were out till like 4 or 5 o'clock, and we can't do that shit no more. You know, like even though I'm back in LA, and I kind of go through like a depression when I come back because I'm like, damn, I don't have the great drunk times I have in Chicago. But nigga, I'm 40. I just turned 40. I can't do this shit like that no more.
Father time eventually catches up to all of us, man. That's just what it is. And you know, the way you kick it, man, it's not, you know, when you first started, what you was 30, 29, 30?
28 when I first started doing comedy.
Yeah. I mean, 28, man, I rocked hard. I mean, not even out of just comedy, man. I was out here. And then, you know, you start to turn it down a little bit. Like, get a little older, your priorities change, you know. You didn't got engaged. So
yeah, bro.
Our bodies get older. Shit, we can't drink as much as we used to. You know
I can't even get drunk in peace no more. Like when I was single, when I got drunk, like I could go to bed and snore. You know how it is to be a nice good drunk when you just pass out with like one boot on. Like now you're
I have incriminating
you
photos.
Smell like alcohol. You snoring. I'm like, I'm fat and I'm happy. Shut the fuck up. Like, but you know, I can't say that.
Hey, I ain't mad at it. I'm glad that I can't drink like I used to no more.
Oh, you know, we can't, bro. I had one of them things where they look at your liver levels and they were like, your enzymes are higher than like average. And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't get approved for life insurance the first time, because when they came and did the pyramid exam, oh yeah. Oh, there's plenty more photos where that came from.
Look how young you look at this point.
I was so peaceful, drunk and peaceful, safe.
We got some good ones together.
But notice how I wasn't driving. There wasn't a steering wheel in front of me.
That's us at Sub T.
That was my. Oh yeah.
You see how sad? Like,
yeah. Look how drunk you look.
You know what I noticed too, bro, is that I was fat as hell back then. Like I'm not skinny now. I'm just saying, like back then, I was big, bro.
Man, that's just and I live a little bit more responsible, healthier lifestyle. Like, don't get me twisted. Like, I still have my little cocktail, but I drink more responsibly now. Back then, it was reckless. Yeah, man. Those good times, jokes in those days.
You see how fat my face is, bro? I look like Marlon Mitchell.
Man, we got to do a slideshow of this, man. But that was some good times, man. If y'all missed last week, you know, you can still go back and look at the podcast. We obviously put these on a page, and they're on iTunes and soon to be on YouTube. So we will be asking y'all to start following our YouTube channel so we can start getting some of that YouTube paper.
We thank the how many viewers we got right now? 7 watching right now on 6. The 6 y'all watching right now. What up, Sid? What up, Josina? What up, May? What up, Tiff?
Yeah, we have such a we have a very good topic that we're going to discuss.
Structure.
And, We gonna get into it, and we probably gonna ruffle some feathers. I'm probably gonna be me because I'm usually.
We gonna get there. We gonna get there. We just gonna flow.
Mm-hmm.
Tito's. I got my
What
Elijah Craig. You in Chicago right now, you dot?
Yeah.
Talk to me about these damn carjackings I keep hearing about, bro.
Well, we have discussed these carjackings, man, like in the last few episodes, but right now, it seems like a lot of the carjackings is being committed by like young cats, like early teens, you know what I'm saying, 13, 14 years old, and it's almost like even a few chicks, man. I don't know if you saw that shit that happened in DC with the 13 and the 15-year-old carjacked that Uber driver. Did you not hear about that? Oh man, that shit was so fucked up.
What news are you watching when you constantly hear about?
Oh, that's been all over the news. That's been all over the news, man. It was and the video was tragic. So they went to downtown DC. It was an Uber driver. They jumped in their car and he tried to stop them, and they tased him, and he was like hanging out the door as they sped off, and he couldn't get loose, and he hit a pole.
He died.
He died. He got crushed. The car flipped over, and the National Guard had got the girls out the car. He over there fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I think he maybe lived for maybe another few minutes before he died. And one of the girls like, I gotta get my phone out the car. My phone's in the car. And it's like, really, it was disturbing to see, nonetheless. And, just looking at that, and then you look at like the carjacking that's happened here in the city.
A 13 and 15-year-old did that in DC.
13, 15-year-old girls. Like, yeah. And, the people like that shooting like these older people, like older women getting shot, you know what I'm saying, and mugged, and it's like nigga, this shit turning into like a fucking series of Batman, Gotham City type shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like it's surreal. It's surreal.
I just feel like we've had this conversation before about like why is this happening? Because if you saw like the West Coast movies like Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, like people was getting carjacked in Atlanta too. Like this ain't nothing new. It's new for Chicago, right?
It's up 400%.
From where?
Carjackings is up 400% from last year.
I get that, but
in Chicago, just Chicago.
I get that
400%.
I'm saying that I'm older. Like, I mean, you're older too, but we kind of came up. People was doing drive-bys. Well, like they would drive down the street and shoot people.
That was in the 90s.
Back in the 90s, so like,
which gang culture was a lot more prevalent back then. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a lot of innocent bystanders that hit drive-bys. You know what I mean? But it's almost like every so many years there's a new wave of crime, like a fad, or even it circles back. You know what I mean? The new white collar crime, I think, as of the last decade, has been car cracking.
Car cracking.
You know what I mean?
I showed you that skit.
I saw it. I've been a victim of car cracking before. And
what is car cracking? Exactly.
All right. So this is what happened with me. So it was a dude. I went to college with this nigga, you know what I'm saying? And he was always like a real skeechy dude. You know what I mean? Because they was car cracking back at TSU.
He was skeechy?
Skeechy. Yeah.
What?
Suspect. I think you know what the context means. But yeah.
I mean, sketchy. All right. Go ahead.
Skeechy. We call it skeechy. Sketchy, whatever you want to call it. But nonetheless, these motherfuckers had, nice ass whips, always dressed fresh.
In college, right?
In college. And I'm thinking like, oh, okay, they got some rich ass parents.
They're from Detroit.
Trying to act good. No, they was from Chicago.
Okay.
So when I got back up here, I used to see them all the time. I used to see them, I ran into a couple cats I went to issue like in Hyde Park, just driving down 53rd. They'd be in a fucking, Beamer or a Benz. I'm like, okay, you doing good in life. You know what I'm saying? Knowing they probably still cracking cards. Whatever, I don't give a fuck about that.
What exactly is cracking cards?
All right, so dude said like, look, he's like, man, all you got to do is you give me your debit card, you know what I'm saying? And he says, I'm going to take out, I forgot how that shit went, but it was more so like I forgot how the shit went. Like, yeah, I don't even want to mess it up because I can't remember how it went. But lo and behold, there was $900 deducted out of my account. I had to fight Chase to get my money back because I was supposed to get back $2,000. You know what I'm saying? At the time he explained it to me, I was on some greedy shit. I'm like, yeah.
What about this sounds like this would work at all?
Because I'm about that motherfucking bypass life of getting quick money. Back then I was, you know what I'm saying? And it didn't work. But a lot of times what people do, they steal these identities from these credit cards and they do the cash advances. And by the time they catch on, they've already discarded the card. You know what I'm saying? You know,
this sounds so shady.
Motherfucker, it's card cracking. Of course, it's crime. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying, what about it made you be like, I trust these black bank investors to take.
But a lot of them just stealing identities. I don't even know. I used to fuck with this chick who was a card cracker, man. She was selling fake Louis bags on eBay for a minute, and she was card cracker. She went to jail for a year.
You loved her, didn't you? You visited her in prison.
Nah, she ain't put me on a visitation list. You know what I'm saying?
No conjugal visits.
She was mad at me because that's when we started whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, I'm like, damn, that's wild. She was super smart. She was too smart for her own good.
You could have been her papoose.
Nigga, no. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not no down ass guy.
Her papoose. Give me your ma.
Your dumb ass go to jail. I'm not waiting. Don't even ask. Are you gonna know? You don't even know I was gonna ask you. What is it? Wait, hell no. There you go. What the fuck I look like?
I ain't mean to cut you off, dog. What were you saying?
I'm going to Mexico for a month. All right, well, shit. Maybe I'll see you when you get back. Maybe I won't.
You ain't never had dated a girl who went to prison ever?
Have you?
No.
All right, then.
That was a test to see if you dated women who went to prison.
Man, no, man. She was, like I said, smart as shit, bro. Smart, too smart for her own good. But she's doing good in life now, though. That's my dog. You know what I'm saying? We had some times. That's gonna be in the book of Elijah Rogue when I start laying out my life.
You're gonna have a chapter on exes, because I feel like every ex that you dated, even though you're not with them now, you learn something from that person. Like whether it was good or bad.
Yeah, man. I've had some interesting stories with each of my exes. The first, second, and third one. I've only been in 3 long-term relationships.
Damn,
a lot of situationships in between. Well, I'm not a chronic dater, motherfucker. I don't just jump in and out of relationships like that. I breathe between every relationship for at least 3 to 5 years. I breathe
between each relationship.
Yes, I breathe for about 3 to 5 years.
What?
What you mean? What?
I'm saying who? You saying between each relationship is like 5 years?
Okay.
That's not normal, dog. Like I'm not saying that you like. Well, I'm not normal.
Why I gotta keep jumping in and out of relationships though? That's the problem with people today. They don't let themselves heal.
That's and not jumping.
That's to the next relationship.
That's you spending a cocoon and you're going to cocoon for 5 years and you pop out and be like, hey, I want to find love. Yeah, like a love butterfly.
I love that. Terrence said the Book of Eli. The name of the book is Elijah Road. But the Book of Eli sounds pretty damn dope. Let's say what's up to the people. What's up, Tiffany? I think you already said what's up to Tiffany. Cornell, yeah, what up? What's up, Sydney the Fourth?
That's Sid from Michigan.
What's up, Sid? What's up, May?
What up, though?
Terrence, what it do? You know what I mean? Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man.
Cena.
Yep. Shout out to everybody watching. I got my Tito's. Hope y'all got y'all drink. Dave, what you drinking on today?
I had some Elijah Craig. I'll probably re-up in a little bit. But right now, I got some Pellegrino. I'm just chilling. Oh, make sure we get through these topics, okay?
James, what you drinking on today, man?
You know.
Can't drink cocaine, huh?
Same old shit.
Boy, that's the same ass bottle since episode 1.
You're goddamn right it is.
Drinking on black tea.
Special occasions only.
What's up, Joy? What's up, Dino? What's going on?
Oh man, y'all? Dino's a dope ass DJ from Billings, Montana. I went to Billings, Montana for
Sky Festival.
Big and Sky. Dino took such good care of me, man, out there in Billings, Montana. What up, Dino? Glad you watching the show tonight, man. You should go to Montana and do comedy. I know it's very random, but you know, let me tell you what's funny about Montana. I went to a brunch on a Sunday, and they had bottomless mimosas and Bloody Marys. Guess how much they were?
$4.
$5.
Woo.
$5, not per one. But I'm like, y'all losing money. Like, how do you like what is happening?
Losing money? It probably costs fucking $150,000 for a mansion in Montana. Ain't shit around there.
I'm telling you, as a black Republican, like you need to go out there.
I do not identify with that party. No,
you as a black Republican need to go out to Montana and buy some. I'm telling you, bro, like them your peoples.
Man, these motherfuckers already got big ass cattle ranches and shit. Neighbors is far apart, and I'll be bored as hell in Montana. No, I will be hard pressed to find me a just a random fine ass thick ass chick in Montana at the grocery store. No. In Montana, they have all of these women from Native American descent. Like you will be just fine. Trust me. Like they are great. Okay. I mean, I don't believe you.
All right.
No.
All right. So
James like, what the fuck you mean? Like, I don't believe him.
So more so than April Fools, today is the first day of the second quarter of this year. Like 3 months have gone by. It's going by quickly. You know what I'm saying? We don't really realize that because our president is very boring and it's no drama every day that we had with Trump. So it's like, oh shit, if we just live.
The most exciting this motherfucker did was fill up the steps so far.
Man, when he filled up the steps, that was the best thing.
Like I did that same shit when I was drunk one night coming in the house. I filled up the steps. I want to know was he drunk.
I think Joe like 80. I think if Joe got drunk, he would die. Like Joe can't afford to. All Joe do is get Botox and fall upstairs. You know, like you don't do much outside of that, bro.
He ain't said shit. I ain't heard him.
No. He ain't said shit, but he's done shit, bro. And you might not appreciate it because you're not getting vaccinated. But everybody will have access to the vaccine as of like April 15th. Like that.
Say something, motherfucker. We want to hear you say something. See, address the nation.
See, black Republican. You like your former president because he was a gangbanger. And he like, say something.
I beat your ass. I beat your ass. I tend to root for the villain in most movies. But, you know, I was like, can y'all pull that shit off? Can y'all pull it off?
You know why?
Times they pull it off.
Because you look like a Batman villain. In the next
like
Batman
Thanos,
movie,
I'm like, hell yeah, the whole movie, that motherfucker got it in, baby. He got it in. Took all them motherfuckers out with that little dust particles diminishing into the air.
Did you hear what I said? You look exactly like a movie villain. Like I can see you in a basement in the chair that swivels around with your hair the same way it is.
Yep.
And you're like, I told you to never cross the black radish.
Look, this is what I've always dreamed, to just interrupt y'all news program.
The black radish.
And come through like, we interview our news program and like, yeah, motherfucker, it's me, bitch. Had I hijack your TV, this is what y'all got to do. Y'all
exactly.
See. Yeah,
like if you do not deliver Gotham City in the next 20 minutes, the black radish will kill everybody.
I want $1 million.
Like we know why your name is the black radish.
Like 100 million, a billion. I said $1 billion. I'm gonna be one of them like goofy ass villains.
But
I don't mean no harm.
A quick check-in, real quick, man. I see you are committed to that character. I appreciate that. I know I've seen videos.
Y'all need a bad guy.
You are a big gym buff. You're in the gym a lot, working out. Like how's your health coming along, man?
Good, man. I'm blessed. I'm good. Got my water, got my freshly meals coming in. You know what I'm saying? I hit the gym this evening. 4 days a week, getting it in, trying to get this stomach flat.
You know I'm gonna call you out though. You know why though, right?
Because I smoke blacks.
Because you smoke Black and Milds.
Me and Ro got a bet for like if I don't smoke for the whole month of April, I get $100. And he can't smoke weed, drink alcohol, or eat sugars and shit like that. And
so
I know
you can drink, but you can't smoke.
Yeah, but I'm not drinking. Ain't really my vice like it used to be. I don't even drink.
No. I'm saying that you can't get rid of both. Like that's like going too hard, I believe. Like you get headaches and shit like that. I feel like if you still drink sparingly, I feel like you can cut out smoking. I was a smoker too for I started in 2001 from a girl I dated at Spelman. So I my last cigarette, like, and I mean, like, I might still occasionally have one if I'm in Chicago on some dumb shit, but like my last real cigarette was like March 13th, 2020. Like COVID kind of kicked my habit. So I smoked for like 19 years. If I smoked for 19 years, how long have you smoked?
Shit. Since I was
17. Oh, I think you about to say 7 down in like
that's
down
20. That's 22 years.
It's time to stop. It's time to stop, bro. It's time to
and still do hit workouts twice a week.
But here's the problem. Here's the problem. Like your heart is probably like enlarged somewhat due to smoking, like or at least damaged. Like
I got an EKG done, a calcium scan done, all of that, bro. I be checking on that because heart disease runs in my family. But that's not. I know I need to quit. So my goal is I am gonna quit months before my 40th birthday. Speaking of the 40th birthday, if you got a special invite to the King's Empowerment Seminar taking place November 4th through the 8th, we're gonna talk all about it.
You tell us what events will be happening during the King's Empowerment Seminar. That
empowerment events. That's all you need to know. You will feel liberated. You will not be the same person when you leave as you did once you arrived. If you come to the King's Empowerment Seminar, November 4th through the 8th, that's my 40th birthday, a milestone to celebrate all the bullshit that we done been through leading up to age 40. Because if you make it to age 40 and today, that is a blessing. And if you know me personally, you'll be rooting for me because I done been through some shit. Okay.
Okay. So this is gonna happen in the Dominican Republic, the DR, and me.
It hasn't been.
Come. I gotta come. But guess what? I will just have gotten married in October, right? And
this gonna be your bachelor party.
No, my bachelor party will be in Vegas 2 weeks before this, which you will also be at.
Well, this will be the post bachelor party.
Okay, listen to me, sir.
Yeah.
If y'all have prostitutes, I'm snitching. I'm putting you on Facebook Live. I'm like, look at these girls, right? So
there's been a modification. Dave would not be invited to the King's Empowerment Seminar November 4th to the 8th. You've just been uninvited, sir. Joe snitching ass.
No, man. You turning 40. 40 is a big deal. I think it's time to kick it and turn up. I told my girl I would be there, so I'm gonna be there. She was like, "Oh, that'd be wholesome." I was like, "No, it's not." Anything involving the word kings and black men is gonna be some bullshit. But we gonna be there. Y'all gonna have on crowns.
We're gonna have a whole thing.
But the bachelor party for my wedding is going to be probably a couple weeks before. I'm getting married October 24th. It's in Long Beach, California. You should stress me the fuck out. Okay? This is why I've never talked about the King's Empowerment Seminar, because I've been finding lists of people. And my mom is like, well, you gotta invite Miss such and such. And I'm like, Mom, I don't know her. She's like, yeah, that's my friend though. I'm like, it's my wedding. It's my wedding.
He ain't say that shit. You ain't say it like that. You're like, all right, Mom, I don't really know her that well. Yeah. Okay. She's like, motherfucker, she coming.
Black radish. Relax, okay? Like,
hey, look. Hey, I'm looking forward to that, man. To the bachelor party. Kudos to you, man. I'm glad you found love, bro.
We're gonna kick it in Vegas, bro. We are gonna have a good time.
I know. I went to my homeboy's bachelor party in Vegas, and that was some wild times too. So damn. So we doing Vegas, LA, and
the DR.
Fucking the key. Well, it's not necessarily the DR yet. I'm thinking of 4 places: the DR,
Washington
Brazil,
D.C., Birmingham, Alabama.
It's not. No, it's not gonna be in the country with Americans.
Harvey, Illinois.
Hell to the no. It would not be in America. That's for sure. So,
I mean, Europe would be dope too, but that's too much. A little bit.
Yeah, that's a long trip, man.
Cabo, whatever. Anyway, so I'm glad you're doing well health-wise. I know you hustling. The money seems to be doing good financially in terms of your hustles and stuff like that. You seem to be a very busy man right now.
Yes, man.
I'm having some meetings right now with some agents for the writing tip. So I haven't had an agent ever. I've had managers throughout this comedy shit, but I've never had an agent for like my writing stuff. So soon, very soon, I'll be repped. I'm just kind of going through the process and choosing one who's gonna like be my best suitor because I'm the prize, Eli. I'm the prize
There you
as,
go.
as a writer.
There you go, King.
Thank you, King.
Finally starting to get it.
Shut your ass up.
Millionaire mindset. Millionaire mindset. There you go. We all doing big things. It's a time, man. Stop all the bullshit. Fuck all that. We trying to get it out here. We are getting it out here.
We have to get it, bro, because like in 10 years we'll be 50. 50.
Shit, that's just gonna come so fast too. They say your 40s go by quick. Yeah.
It all goes by pretty fast, brother. I don't know what to tell you, but we're here. But also this episode is called "What's Going On" because it's a check-in on just everything that's going on in 2021. But also, I think a big topic that has been going on this week that I kind of want to get out there is this Lil Nas X, like all the drama around this shit, man. People are pissed off. Some folks are like, "Oh hell yeah, do that shit." But
if you've seen the Lil Nas X video, please comment and tell us and let us know what you think about it.
You know what? Can we James, can we post a clip from that later on? Like
I can play it in the background now. I just can't play any sound from it because we'll get taken down.
That's fine. I mean,
the imagery is what most people is.
I'll play it.
Really
I'll play it for them.
Anyway,
I'll play it for them while you guys talk about it.
So, Dave, tell us about the imagery of this Lil Nas X video that you're speaking of.
Okay,
the name of it is what called Montero or some shit. I don't know.
It's called I thought it's called Montero.
Yeah, Montero is my name.
Yeah, call me by my name, right?
Yeah.
And like I didn't know he was gay until. Like he was on Twitter and people were like coming at him saying he said like some homophobic stuff. He was like, "I'm gay. How can I be homophobic?" Right? So I'm like, all right, cool. So I watched the video for the first time like a couple days ago, and I'm like, this is weird. It's very strange. But this dude is also gay. Like if you saw a woman that was giving somebody a lap dance in her video and being like super seductive, like, I don't know, a Britney Spears type or like a lot of other women who've been in videos, but they're just like giving a lap dance to anybody that's kind of freaky. You might be like, oh, that's whatever, but I don't think we would have a problem with it. But it's because like it's a gay dude giving like because Satan is a man in the video, another man a lap dance. We ain't ever seen this shit before in the video. And I think that's what's like fucking with people. And like to me, I know you want to agree on this. I'm like, he's gay. He's doing gay things. That's it. I don't think we're used to that. But it's a black person doing this stuff though.
So I'm gonna preface this before I give my take on it, man.
Oh yeah, here we go. It's being shown right now.
So the way that I view things that's happening, and today's topic is what's going on. Basically, everything that's taking place right now, I view it from a different perspective than what most people view it. So the video, right now, this is the imagery of the video. If y'all haven't seen it,
what's that perspective though? Is it from a black male perspective?
It's from everything in terms of like morale. It stems from a spiritual perspective, and this is my thing. I'm not just looking at the video. I'm not surprised with everything that's going on. We talked about, we kicked off the, most part of our podcast was just lighthearted, but, we talked about the carjackings. We talked about, it's significant because the criminals are getting younger and younger. You know what I mean? And in regards to Lil Nas X, when Lil Nas X first hit the scene, he came out with the, Old Town Road, had a lot of kids following his page, his team, Superstar came out with or whatever. He just wanted to make some music. And then his next hit song is this. He's already got kids watching him, and the kids is going to watch this, right? I mark my words. I guarantee you that Lil Nas X is going to be a superstar after this.
He is a superstar already. He had the number one song. He has the number one country song of all.
No, there's people who've come out with one hit wonders. This motherfucker, after this shit, he's going to be a superstar for a minute.
Why? Because he's in the Illuminati now.
I didn't say that. I ain't say nothing about no Illuminati. I'm not even gonna go off into all that conspiracies, whatnot.
No, but I'm saying it's like you're saying that without saying. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like this is like the initiation process to be like adored by the world. This is.
I just think know what I think. I just think this. I think that it's like, bro, we pushed the envelope on so much shit that it's the envelope is off the table now. Like, at what do we look at now that we say, okay, that's too far? Because it's like nothing is off limits now, right? When you mention anything that's revolved around spirituality or God or whatnot, it's like, man, here you go. This ain't the 50s or Hotep or woo. But you know what I'm saying? But as soon as it's something like this, it's like, oh, it's all about expression. It's all about
He's
this.
a gay rapper. He just being
it's this, rapper. People can't just be themselves. It's like, okay, at what point, where do we draw the line at? Like, where do we draw the line?
Okay.
You know
so can you equate that to the 50s though? When people were like, you would look at like civil rights and black people being like, hey, I want to be able to do what the fuck I want to do as a black person. And then it was some white man with glasses on, with thick ass glasses being like, these Negroes keep wanting stuff. Where do we draw the line with that? Right? So we saw a lot of messed up stuff growing up, like Marilyn Manson, Bone Thugs and Harmony, 3 6 Mafia. Like we've seen a lot.
Those were adults. And here's the thing.
He's not an adult.
No, here, Dave. I look at it like this: the devil is in the details. The devil is in the details. You know what I mean? You look at it like, all right, okay, Bone Thugs, 666 Mafia, Marilyn Manson, all that other stuff, right? So when you, in regards to that, these people are adults making music. You know what I'm saying? Even though music, like a lot of that genre is kind of catered to like teenagers, because we was all teenagers, we were listening to that type of stuff, but it's like it's just getting younger and younger now, right? And it's almost like it's just kids being kids, but it's like we getting so desensitized to sin and murder, everything that you see, you know what I mean? Like right now, I'm bro, like every time I come on Facebook, somebody getting killed, somebody getting this, somebody getting that. It's like after a while, it's like, oh, I've been there, seen that, I've seen worse. If we get primed into thinking like this shit is no big deal, you know what I'm saying? The shock, like when did this happen? You know what I'm saying? And it's like as soon as you start bringing up morale, people start rolling their eyes like James is doing at the bottom of the screen.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Pastor Hamilton.
It ain't no pastor, bro. It's just like you have to. Where do we draw the line?
Like
Where's the boundaries? Huh? Where is it?
Well, it's a big.
I asked the people that was on here, like, if you saw the video, chime in. Like, we can have a conversation about it, though.
Nobody has chimed in at all.
Here, I'll fucking chime in then. So look,
somebody said you must be old as fuck.
Yeah, you sound old as fuck, dude. I grew up listening to metal my whole life. I was a metalhead kid at like 15, 16. I had anger issues and all that shit too, but like it didn't make me want to like go out and fucking kill people. You can separate art from reality, and I feel like there's an important. You need to give kids credit to be able to separate the art from reality. And also Lil Nas X, he's 21 years old. He compared to us, yeah, he's a fucking kid, but he's still been on his own for 3 years as an adult. You know, we could assume that since 18 or whatever. And he's been in an adult industry being hopefully talked to by adults every single day about the next steps in his career and where you know, what his passions are and how he's using what he's doing to benefit or harm or whatever. Like, he's had those conversations. And I don't think it's fair to say to him, just like it's not fair to say to, you know, NWA back in the day, or, you know, fucking Metallica or Pantera or any metal band back in the 90s. Like, yo, all this Satan stuff's going to kill the family and kill them. Well, no, it's not. That's not true. That didn't happen. This is just, we're becoming our parents with this conversation, bro. Like, it's
an attack on masculinity. And I think that, for one, as black people, I mean, we are not as liberal as most of America. And minorities are in general. I would say
that's fair.
So, you know, when you see that video, and you know, the stuff that we saw in NWA was just as bad in terms of like the genocide, like kill.
What was the overall message of NWA though? Fuck the police. Why?
No, that was not the overall message. That was not.
Okay, it was rebel. It was the rage against the machine. We are like, that was the group. The concept was against kind of rage against what society says.
You can't say that. That was one song. Fuck the police. NWA has so much stuff about just killing other black people, like black on black crime, genocide, mass genocide, black on black genocide. So Lil Nas X is not talking a thing about murder at all.
Sure,
it's just homosexuality. Like, I feel like that is the biggest thing that black folks have an issue with. Is like, oh man, it's another man dancing on another man. Like, that's the whole issue. But when we do like real tough shit and have guns and kill other black folks, it's like, oh, that's what we're supposed to do. So it's kind of like, how can we not have show offense to one thing without being offended by the other thing? Because they're both fucked up, you know. They are.
Have we been psychologically conditioned to just accept like this is just the culture of hip hop? When we talk because when we talk about like popping pills, doing drugs, and look here, I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm holier than thou because I listen to some of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I listen to it, but I'm old enough to be able to make the distinction. Like, I'm not about to do that shit.
No, bro. We was 12 years old when Snoop Dogg's first album came out. Doggy style, 11, just jamming. You know what I'm saying? Okay. What do you say about the condoms? In the video for Gin and Juice, like I brought some condoms for my boys or something like that. It was so much like running train on women. Like, ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Like, so we was just jamming. Like, yeah, we gonna run trains.
So you don't think so you don't think that there is any influence in music?
That's not what the fuck I just said at all.
I'm asking you a direct question. Do you think there's an influence when it comes to music?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so is it a positive influence, or because you take the youth, which is the most influential stage of our lives when we are in that age, teenagers. You know what I'm saying? You know, they call it cognitive learning. You know, you pick it up. You know, it's influential, right? You get eventually young people become older people, and then we set the precedent because how the trajectory or how just society thinks. You know what I'm saying? I say this, like, if there is no, like, again, where do we draw the line on anything? Because, you know, it's like the more time goes on, people like, this ain't the 50s, 60s, whatever. All right, cool. So what is it going to look like in 2030? You know what I'm saying? So what, we going to have videos with fucking pedophilia next?
Okay.
Oh, okay, so that, well, if you would have said this 10 years ago, that this is what it was going to be like, people are like, man, hell no. But it's like you get subliminally coerced into start accepting more and more and more. Where people be like, oh, they fight against, oh man, it's just kids being kids, just da 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 da. It's not what you think. Well, to the point where you're like, damn, like, okay, well, what's next?
Well, what crime was being
what's not acceptable? What's not acceptable? Because who is deeming what's not acceptable? Because this is where cancel culture comes into the place at, right? It's like, oh, society says this is morally wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it's wrong. Oh, society says this is right. So it's right. And if you go against that, then you're canceled or you're labeled as this. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, it's like, so when somebody who like me and James obviously has different perspectives on this topic in specific. And all right, James like, oh, it's not like that, yada yada. Well, I think differently though. You know what I'm saying? But more people, I'm not gonna say more people because I don't know who sides with him or not. Cause you know what I'm saying? But if the people who side with James gonna look at me like, oh, you just being an old blah 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 blah.
You have a lot of folks who side with you. Like there are a lot of people who agree exactly with what you're saying. You know, like you have a lot of people who agree exactly with your mindset. My only question is, what crime is being? It's
not necessarily. It don't have to be a crime, Dave. It don't have to be a crime. It's not a crime to be fucking expressing yourself, or it's not a crime to do this. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about it. It don't have to be so black and white, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really a morale and a spiritual perspective. Again, I told you that's where my morale is rooted in. Spirituality. My morale is not rooted in what everybody or society says I should be or what I should be doing. I'm my own individual.
A lot of hip-hop culture and was very much about like violence and murder. You know what I'm saying? Thou shalt not kill. Like, so it's kind of like you can't turn a blind eye to the murder trap music, drill music, like gangster music, like. And then when you have somebody who, I don't even think it's gangster music with him, it was just gay music. And people was just like, nope, no, hell no.
Hey,
I'm not saying
Guess what? I think Frank Ocean dope as fuck. The Orange album, the Orange or whatever his album was called, this had something to do with Orange. I thought that album was fucking amazing.
Orange, I think it was Channel Orange.
And he was openly gay on his first album. I don't give a fuck about that shit. If you make good music, you make good music. Prince, whatever the fuck he was something. You know what I'm saying? But Prince was a fucking icon. You know what I'm
just saying, like,
so they ain't got nothing to do with the sexuality in the music. I'm not even talking about that.
What did Lil Nas X do in that video that pissed people off so much?
It's the imagery. It's what it represents. That's what people got an issue with. That is so accepting. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how can if you make it's YouTube, they put like certain caps on shit you can't do, say whatever. Even Facebook, you know what I'm saying? You go into Facebook jail if you do this or say this or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Yeah, that's like you were in Facebook jail for a while. Can you imagine how long you?
I wasn't in, but no, I was in Instagram jail for nothing I did because these motherfuckers gave my page back like that with no explanation.
But can you imagine how long you'll be in Instagram jail if you had a video of you giving Satan a lap dance in hell?
Oh, they're probably, motherfucker, I probably have about an extra 1 million followers back in 2 weeks. They're going to push the hell out that shit. All of a sudden, it's going to be popping on everybody's discovery page.
Why would they push it? Because it's the agenda?
It's an agenda. Oh, an agenda? Oh, what's an agenda? There is no agenda. Yeah. There is no agenda.
You know what's funny?
There's no fucking agenda out here. No,
I was on the road.
I'm glad I've been sipping slow because if you all motherfuckers lucky I ain't motherfucking drunk, I'll go in and cuss everybody out and probably motherfucker and people will be making hate.
No. But I want to have a real conversation about it without painting you as a villain. I'm saying because like you have seen things to make you be like there is an agenda. So I used to think that too, and then I was out with Tony Rock on the road. I think we were in I forgot what city we were in. But we were at like an IHOP real late. And I was like, man, I think the reason I haven't blown up yet is because, you know, like I'm not down with like the agenda. And he was like, do you know how dumb you sound? So he was like, do you think for me to have made it where I'm at, like I'm out here just like selling my asshole to like other men? Like, I work hard. I work hard as hell. And now I will agree to you on this and say that they want more diverse, like things to be seen, different voices to be heard.
Let me ask you this, Dave. Where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line at?
But the line was never drawn.
Where do you draw the line more like, oh, I you know what? I can't do that. Where do you draw the line at? Is there even a line? Do you even have one?
The line keeps changing because I tell you this, like the music that we saw coming up in the 90s, that was so much murder, kill. It's a song called Murder.
I don't give a fuck about what's changed. I'm talking about you as an individual. Where do you draw the line at?
You can't have a double standard about it, is what I'm saying.
It's not a double standard.
It is a double standard. It is. Okay. It absolutely is a double standard. How is it not?
Help me understand this then. Like I'm just asking you, just like simply, where do you draw the line at? And I'll say this: if you can't say that because I understand, like right where you at in your career, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's not that. It's like I told you this earlier. If it ain't for me, it ain't for me. I'll turn it off.
Okay. Do you have a boundary line?
Well, to be honest, what I saw that
and whatever
video for the first time, and I didn't like it. But I don't condemn this person. I'm just like, well, what the fuck you doing? That's not for me.
James, James, do you have a line?
I mean, look, dude, this video was designed to elicit this response. So you're literally doing exactly what Lil Nas X wants you to do. Also, I feel like we're kind of there's a variable that's being overlooked here, and that is the last line of defense for kids, because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about is this bad for kids? The last line of defense for kids are parents and mentors. And those are the people who decide what their kids should see. I know it is incredibly easy for kids to see whatever they want on YouTube and any platform. Listen to music. We all did it ourselves with music we quote unquote shouldn't have been listening to. Right. But like you can't place all of this at society's feet. The last line of defense is the home. And you gotta if you want to be mad at somebody, you gotta be mad at whoever is, or at the very least, help people talk to kids about what they're watching so they can understand it better. That way, when they get the information, well, I would ask, like let's say a kid watches this and like this is confusing shit for adults in this fucking video. But
how was it any different from the videos that we saw growing up?
It's not. It's not.
Like 9 Inch Nails, some Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, it's all shock jock stuff.
Yo, remember the video, Nothing But a G Thing, where the girl was acting bougie and Dr.
We said this on our podcast 2 weeks ago where they poured the 40 on her head.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
it's the same. This stuff is designed to elicit responses, and some people who don't understand how to handle their emotions will see it. That's just it is what it is. Kids are always going to see shit that's not meant for them. And I don't think this is meant for kids. I think this is meant for grown men and grown women to watch and dissect for themselves. But kids will see it, and
how so?
This is adult entertainment.
It's like, well, it's a rebellion. That's what it is. Like, you think I'm this? Well, guess what? I'm gonna show exactly what it is.
Right, but then
I think, okay, what do you think is blasphemous? Because his response after everything, he was like, "My bad, bro," and God.
That's the funniest shit I've ever heard, dude. That's so funny. And blasphemy is also subjective.
Rebellious, too. Like, yeah. And then it's gonna push the envelope even further. I asked both of y'all, like, where do you draw the line at? Is there even a line?
If people get hurt, if people get physically hurt, or it's whatever they've watched is proven to cause harm to other people through the person watching it, that's where I draw the line. And I don't see this specific video to me as being physically harmful to anyone. I see this as every person is responsible for their output, not their input.
And here's the thing, and I think I can say this though, right? Everybody who knows me personally, everybody who knows me just from comedy or see me on stage or just maybe know me in passing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not that holier than thou person. Never been.
Sure.
I like to have a good time,
right.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying? I get it in.
You're fun too.
Right. But there are certain things that I do have boundaries on. And what the problem I see is, like, unless it's physically causing harm to somebody, to your point, James, then hey, no blood, no foul, right? But as far as like subliminals, like, spiritually wrong or morally wrong, like when you say stuff like that, people frown up their face like, man, get the fuck out of here, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's almost like, and I think I said this before, the greatest trick that's ever been played on humankind is that the devil doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? and you probably heard that in movies.
Mm-hmm.
If that Satan does not exist, the more and more as the world tends to kind of age and just get out there, it's like God is taking so much out the picture. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to preach, but this is just, I have a moral compass. I don't give a fuck. Laugh, people can whatever and talk. I don't care. This is what the fuck I stand on. This is my foundation.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Dave, you was even telling me before we start the podcast, that you played a song on Instagram. Today was a good day. Everybody know that song by Ice Cube. Just waking up. You know what I'm saying? Gotta thank God. Whatever. But the day seems kind of odd. Well, the God was taking part out of it.
Yeah, they took out the lyrics on the screen.
Out of that, everything. Why was God taking out of it? Huh? Or why is God taking out? Why don't say the Pledge of Allegiance or whatever? And why is God taking out of the schools?
To your point, everybody don't want to hear God being spoken about. You know what I'm saying?
We can hear all this other shit, but we can't hear about God. And I ain't saying everybody got different religions. People got Christian beliefs. Me personally, I'm an Israelite. There's people who's Muslims, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the whole spiritual foundation or the spiritual compass has been so frowned upon or just diminished or just looked at as like a mockery or blasphemy that it's like, man, the more and more that we just kind of just go through society, the more and more either it's funny or it's cool or it's like a rebellious or it's like you not letting kids be kids. And it's like, what are the outcomes, bro? Look how we just become a more desensitized to so much shit that's out there. You know what I'm saying? Where before oh my gosh, that was horrible. Oh, that's it? Ain't no big deal. You know what I'm saying?
I had a third grade teacher that told me, she said, we went from polytheism to monotheism, and we're going to go to atheism eventually. And I was just like, why are we talking about this? But it was like
happening right before our very own eyes, bro. I mean, it is. I can't tell you how many atheists.
But hold on. I'm saying that back in the day, if you didn't believe in Mercury and Hercules and like Athena, people would come at you and be like, hey, what the hell wrong with you? You don't believe in all the gods that rule us.
The Greek gods? Bro, that shit's entertainment. They ain't never meant to be no religion. It's
entertainment now, but back then, like that was the thing. It was a polytheistic society. It was like the Holy Trinity, but like
hold on. So Greek gods, people actually really worship Greek gods. I've never seen this.
Yes.
Yes.
So I agree with your point about that's your belief, and I believe in God too, but I'm also realizing that.
You still haven't answered my question, neither one of y'all. Where do you draw the line?
I did answer. When people get hurt.
Oh, okay. When people get hurt. And you said the same thing, right?
I can agree with that too, honestly. Like if you are doing something to somebody else physically that they don't want, and like that's
all right. So let's just say this time next year, there's a video where, somebody is, I don't know, got a fucking 13-year-old, taking them out on a date, showing them about the world, because now we getting it. Now we pushing the envelope on pedophilia because it's already fucking happening. Don't owe nothing. Yeah, don't owe nothing because again,
we had R. Kelly already.
We
saw them videos with him and Aaliyah. That's already existed. And we was like, age ain't nothing but a number.
Mark this episode 15 and mark what the fuck I say. What's it? April 1st, 2021, April 15th. I might be canceled by the time April 22 come out.
And we called it episode 15 because we called it episode 15 because 1 + 5 = 6. And
then you 3 more episodes, 666. So this is strike number 1 for me because I got 2 more 6s. Goddamn, I'm out this bitch.
Don't fuck with Black Radish.
Yep, episode 33. Yep, that's it. We might make this episode 33, Dave. You might not see me no more, James. I'm just let y'all know. Give me my flowers right now.
33?
18 more episodes before I'm canceled out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna be the 6 right there, goddammit.
I was holding this stat back because it helps Eli, but I'm gonna tell you.
Help me.
So I just read like 2 days ago that nationally church attendance is below 50% for the first time in 80 years. So yeah,
Satan is working. His plan is working.
You don't go to church no way, you that?
No, I'm an Israelite. I don't go to church because I don't. That's a whole another thing right there.
They don't have Israelite church.
We go to Bible class. I'm saying that's again, there's like mosque or whatever, but then there are certain like and some extremists, the ones that be in South Shore, that be them gold and purple rolls that be in the corner. Who look like wizards.
You get mad at me for saying that, but they be like outside.
I mean, I don't identify with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, they look like even a rapture, brother, and these white devils.
They look like He-Man.
I got somewhere to be. Hey, but look,
like I'm not the universe. Huh? They look like masters of the universe.
Yeah. But this is the whole thing, man. I mean, we can laugh at this, but like I said, you have to have some type of moral compass.
And the country agrees with you, at least like
I don't need the country. That's why I think about myself. Because look, if everybody agreeing with this, I want to go the opposite way. Because it's way more sheep out here. I want to be a part of the small percentile of people that fucking and I'm glad to say I think like that. I don't succumb to all the bullshit.
A lot of folks think like what you're saying. I'm not saying that what you're saying.
Well, they too pussy to say it. I'm not.
No, they are saying it. I'm
about to start some Jim Jones shit. Like, hey, if y'all want to motherfucking be on some real shit and speak your mind, holla at me. Don't worry, I'll take the bullets. I'll take them. I'm not trying to be no martyr, but I ain't gonna motherfucking shut myself up because I'm like, I don't want to get canceled.
Here we go, James. One day I'm gonna get to the point where I'm gonna try to sell this podcast to like a podcast network.
We want that guy right there.
I'll edit it out.
Dave, you like you? Black Radish, we need him to tone down his views.
Yep, gonna edit me out just like they did our history.
Okay.
Let's go deep. All right. Push that shit down. Push the real shit down. Buried in the caves of motherfucking Madagascar mountains.
Gonna be replaced
where you're going to be able to discover for another 4,800 years the real shit.
Edoc going to get replaced by an attractive Jewish woman. Yeah, who knows hip hop.
She'll never be me. It's only going to be one Elijah.
Her name is going to be Ellie. Ellie. E-L-I.
She'll never be me.
Ellie Hamilton.
Never.
Ellie Hammerstein.
He, she, her, and every other pronoun. They'll never be me.
Well, I think that's a good way to end this episode. I think like I don't know. So need to go on.
Hey man, look. This is part of entertainment, but we talk about some real shit. We do have I get it. I'm the person, I take all the fucking arrows. I take them. You know what I'm saying? But you need people like me. Because there's too many other people who are too weak to speak their motherfucking mind, but I'm not. Now, hey, it is what it is. I love you all. I treat people cool. People know me. What's up? Let's get it in. Dave, that's my homeboy. But we don't always think alike.
Hell no. We really think alike.
You know what I'm saying? No, we don't. But I still appreciate his opinion as an individual. And I'm glad that he appreciates mine. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we continue to do this. You got to have this. Because if we both was in alignment, this show would suck and be boring as shit. If we like, yeah, I agree. No, this ain't for entertainment. This is how the fuck it is, though.
All right.
Please back me up so I won't be like with this awkward silence.
We're gonna give Eli a tranquilizer next episode so that he can
I don't need no tranquilizer.
Black Radish.
First I'm holding up Hamilton, now I'm Black Radish. What I'm gonna be next week? Let's figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man, but it's a good episode. Fun episode. Great dialogue. James
down here looking like Luke Skywalker from Star Wars with this. Look at his vest. Like, look at Luke.
They can't
I wish y'all could see him right now.
Yeah. James out here looking like Darth Sidious. The Emperor. Yo, subscribe to the channel. The page. I'm sorry, Days and Grades. If you're not, go ahead and hit the like button. We here every same bat channel, same bat time. Me and Eli. See y'all.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Hold on, fuck that. Hold on. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Y'all better enjoy us now, because once we off Facebook, right? You're gonna have to go to YouTube eventually. So yeah, subscribe to the page and follow us, because it's only gonna get more and more real from here. And we didn't even really put our foot into the marketing piece yet. Wait till we do that, and people really start catching on.
You heard it right from Black Radish. I've been Dave Hellum. This has been Jays and Grays.
I'm Eli Hamilton. Check out my page. I'm back. If y'all already know, Eli Hamilton with 1 N, not 2. 2 N's, that's my backup page. So I got my 1 N back because I'm out.
Peace.